The decision by the University of Washington to leave the Pac-12 will have impacts that go well beyond the one university. After more than 100 years of sharing the same conference, UW and Washington State now find themselves unaligned and facing big questions about the future of their rivalry.
What's it worth? I understand business. I understand change. Everyone's got to change, and we got to adapt. And Wazoo will find its way. We have for 100 and some years.
Several viewers, including John, reached out to ask, was there any attempt by the state to keep UW and WSU together? Let's verify. Our sources are Washington State Senate Bill 5206 and Senator Drew McEwen, the main sponsor of the bill.
Both schools receive significant taxpayer funding. I believe that the taxpayers have a right to have oversight to a certain degree via the legislature on major decisions, and certainly changing conferences is a major decision for either school.
Senate Bill 5206 was introduced in January. It leaned into the shared history of WSU and UW and reads in part, it is in the public's interest to preserve the shared state history and athletic achievement of the University of Washington and Washington State University by maintaining these schools in the same athletic conference.
So the objective of the bill was to, one, have WSU and UW stay together, that if they move conferences, that they go together. And secondly, that they'd have to have legislative approval.
The senator acknowledges it would have been difficult to get the bill passed. However, it never even got a hearing after he says both schools pressured the committee chair.
I was told at the time, and their statements that they made to me were that we don't need this. It'll be a distraction. The Pac-12 is going to be fine. There's not going to be any more schools leaving. Frankly, I don't blame the University of Washington for exploring its options. But WSU passed up an opportunity to potentially have a solution for themselves through this bill.
So we can verify, yes, there was a bill to try to keep UW and WSU in the same conference, but it never made it out of committee. As for what's next?
Well, the ship has sailed. I don't think we can stop the process for the University of Washington. I think they totally disregarded the east side of the state and cared to look more towards Eugene than they did Pullman, and that's sad.